have the Greater Hornby Residents Association, please? We have Marc, Duff and Ross.
Hello.
Someone else.
Thank you. Do we right click on this?
One of these errors.
Good afternoon, Madam Mayor
welcome.
and councillors. I'm just going to put it on one.
No. Got the wrong error.
So we can just move on to the next slide. We have been in operation just for 1 year. It's our birthday. I noticed the
There it is.
Redcliffe Residents Association was up to 97 years, so we've got a long way to go, but I don't think we'll be around for 97 years. I've heard the word thanking you the opportunity to speak, so I'm not going to say that. I'd like to thank you for the freedom to express our views and opinions today, and I think that's very timely of where we sit at the moment. I'd like to introduce Marc Peters to my right, who's our Deputy Chairperson, and Rolf Holstein, who's our Treasurer. I will make an apology for Lynn Huckabridge, who's overseas. She's our Secretary. We have some amazing women on our Residents Association, and they definitely do keep us in line. Next slide. We, as a residents group, would really like to thank Dr. Carleen Edwards. This is the last opportunity we most probably get to say thank you, but thank you for your work. It's been really appreciated. You come in at a difficult time to the council, and I really appreciate how difficult your job has been, and thank you for what you've done for the last 5 years, and we'd like to give you a small token of our appreciation.
Hey, stay there, stay there, stay there. Hey, wait, come back.
Hornby.
Oh, I can't unlock my phone. Oh gosh, I'm a terrible photographer. Right, okay, wonderful. Thank you. You've probably taken about 10 photos in that time.
And on that token, while Councillor Phil Clearwater and Councillor Ralph Menji are not in our area, thank you for your service to the Christchurch City Council as well. It has been noted. And we've gone through quite a turbulent time in Hornby with the Denton Park submission, but I think it's made us stronger as a community and made us realise that we do have a voice. And Raj was very influential on that hearings panel, along with Sarah Templeton. And also with getting us through that. And we'd also like to thank our governance team staff who've been so supportive of us. We think we've got the best governance support staff in Christchurch, and really helped us getting our Residents Association up and running. And also our community elected members, Jimmy Chen, Natalie Bryden and Mike, who's here today, just given us amazing support. And also councillors Anne Galloway and Vicky Buck, just supporting us along the way. The Hornby Library and Council Facilities, Southwest Leisure Centre, all we want to say is, look, thank you for keeping the funding in there, and we just want to get the thing built now. Seems to be the common theme. I did hear a community board come in and put a submission, do we really need more pools when we're getting the Metro Stadium? I say to that member, take that pool out of your area, would you give it back? And I don't think they would. Next one. This has more come out of the Salvation Army report that was done into Hornby. And what I like about this council is that I think you've got the mix right. We need to fix the roads, but it's no use fixing the roads if they go nowhere and we don't have any facilities. And I think it's really important to keep the youth in the city that we have the facilities as well. So I commend you on the way that you're committed to fixing the roading, trying to get more into roading, but you also realise that we do need facilities as well. Now this is what actually did come out of the Salvation Army report. Hornby needs help as well as the other side of town. And there's a lot of comments made about the traffic. Even on Friday, travelling down Amy's Road, there's 42 cars waiting to get through Hornby turning right, and no arrow working. And that's just a tip, and that's without the school traffic not even starting. So I think we'll be talking to our community board, but we'd like a strategic review done of Hornby traffic and what can be done. overall. That's where I think it's at the stage it's at. We have become a refugee sort of suburb where a lot of people have moved into our suburb, and it's putting pressure on a lot of our infrastructure. Cycleways is a big yes in our community, in our residents group. We don't have no dissenting voices. Our only concern is though, we think the route that they have chosen is more to fix gutters and paths rather than what is best for the community. So we think there is a better way to get through Hornby with the cycleway, but in terms of cycleways, we're very supportive of them. This is the only request we have because of the pressure on our community is that our Hornby Service Centre, the council facility, be open up to 40 hours. I think at the moment it's on 30. There's people travelling out of our area because of the hours that the facility is not open. So we'd like to increase, if we can, that facility is open 40 hours for the public of Hornby to be able to access council staff. I noticed the Waipuna Community Board put a submission up on the Stockburn Service Centre. I will say these photos were taken a few months ago and it has even got worse. And while it's not in the Hornby area, is a reminder that we see when we travel down Riccarton Road. It's also something that the tourists see. The council talks about the top 10 and trying to get rid of, ugly buildings inside the city. This is what we have to put up with in our community, and it's a council facility. And I think the other thing too is if you're travelling back out of town to Hornby, the traffic quite often backlogs outside this building. So people are seeing it all the time, and I just don't think it's a good look for the city. And please, anything you can do to help us would be appreciated. I'm now going to hand over to Ross, who's just got a couple of extra comments.
Yeah, good afternoon. I have some concerns about the plan. Firstly, on page 59 and 68, IDs numbers 47030 and 47031 are listed as being under contract. This is actually the cycleways, the Southwest Cycleway. These are currently under consultation with submissions closed. I've been assured this is due to an administration error and must accept that for now. However, I find it rather odd that this error has been made twice and was missed twice during proofreading. An alternative cycleway has been put forward to council, and I've been told it will be looked into after submissions have been read. Can we truly believe this? This cycleway is the same distance as the one proposed by council, but would service Templeton, Islington, Hi, Hornby, Wigram, Hallswell, as well as Prebleton, while still connecting with the city. The current route is merely a tracked town, which bypasses a lot of our businesses, including Toon bike shops in Hornby. The alternative route would connect with the Southern Motorway Cycleway and would also provide access to the new cinema complex planned for Wigram. By following the alternative route proposed along the old Prebleton rail corridor out onto Branston Street and down the Paper Road, which is already in use around the Hallswell Springs Road Reserve, it can join up with the already popular cycleway running alongside the motorway. This could generate a savings of $15 to $20 million, while better serving our area and fully achieving a functional cycleway, which is more likely to be used. This plan does not interfere with any residential properties at all, or the businesses in Elizabeth Street or elsewhere. Roading in the bush or in an urban area has the same aim, and that is to reach the population, be it trees or people, with the least impact possible. This plan has minimal impact. And that's basically what I've put forward. I've actually got a copy of the thing. I've only got one because I can't print it out, so I haven't got an A3 printer. But Anne Campbell and Brendan have actually got this. It passes absolutely no residential properties at all. So rating values will not fall, nothing.
Thanks, Mark.
Very good. Ian, I'd just like to speak to really reiterate the thought around traffic in Hornby. Traffic in Hornby was the major reason that Denton Park was quashed, and I think it's long overdue that traffic in Hornby is, as a whole, reviewed to see what it is and how we can improve it, because the heart of our suburb is so congested, it is almost unworkable. And I would really like to, petition the council in some way to please take a look at our suburb and see how you can help us out. We've accepted a lot of refugee families and traffic from the earthquakes, and we are in desperate need of some attention out there. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Jimmy Chin.
Two questions. Quickly, two questions, Mark, Mark. So happy birthday.
Thank you, Jimmy.
So local council, I'm very happy working together with you. Just two questions. First one regarding to the increase the Hornby, the service center to 40 hours. Actually, Hornby no service center. At the moment is only the temporary service, the desk in the Hornby library. Just want to remind you, after the 2011 earthquake, even up to now, we have no the service center. So we look forward to the new service center combined with the new library and the leisure center, etc. Second is, at the moment you particularly raise the traffic issue, I just want to know what's your actually the recommendation, suggestion regarding to the, because we are all aware, Hornby, we did have the Horseway Junction extension, there's the new facility, and new the southern, the kind of the express, the cycle route, they probably is active, the transport more, but do you have any recommendation how to improve or mitigate those traffic congestion? Yes. Have any
Thank you for the comment on the Southern Motorway. There's a lot of scepticism in Hornby that will actually take away the traffic that they are talking about, because those comments were made some time ago. Hornby's grown a lot. We've got 3 new subdivisions going in very shortly, and we really question whether it will take a lot of traffic out of Hornby. A lot of the traffic currently coming into Hornby comes into Hornby because it needs to come to Hornby, all those business areas are surrounding it. A lot of the traffic that goes into town actually cuts through around Prebbleton and comes up onto the motorway that way. I think right turning lanes at a lot of our intersections would help a lot. Yeah.
Okay, Brad.
But just a quick question on the transport. I mean, you're totally right about the traffic. It's, just having sat on that hearings panel, it's just incredible round there. And it's hard to see that it's not going to get busier. It's such an important hub for the west of the city. I'm just sort of looking at my Google Earth here. I mean, if we ever do get rail working, it's got to come through the rail track we've got at the moment, which is right through Hornby. Yep. In terms of, I mean, the only place I could see for a possible train station is actually Carl Park, to the west side of it. Has there been any work done on that, or any thought given to actually where would you put a rail station in Hornby?
Yeah. I'm not actually that old, but Ross is more the historian.
Yes, yeah. So. Probably going to tell me they had one in 19...
The answer is yes.
Okay.
I think Jimmy may even have a photo of a drawing I made up. My idea ultimately would be to encapsulate the high area of the former rubbish dump in asphalt. That would then become a parking area for commuter rail. It would provide for the schools in the area, it would provide for the BMX, possible skateboard park in the future, or whatever other activities, and also an overflow from the mall. It then future-proofs that piece of dump from leaching into the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
So by doing it that way, it does encapsulate it, and yes, put the railway station on that side. There's no parking at Denton Park. Even if they did put it behind the Oval, there's no parking. So it doesn't make sense. It would have to go on Kyle.
There is actually plans out of the odd part of Kyle and Denton that actually show a proposed railway station there. Yeah. I can't think of anything more exciting as a kid than catching a train to go and have a
Yeah, cool. Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Tim, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Like Ref and the others on the panel, I was really surprised by the traffic report when we got it, because when you go there and you look at it, and I know the comment was about the Southern Motorway, but you're looking at Save Mart, and when I went and I spent some time out there, believe it or not, just wandering around looking at the traffic, and it's the type of thing that New Brighton should be, because it's irrelevant to the Southern Motorway, because people are going to Hornby for things like that, and it's quite amazing. I was quite shocked, and I think that we do have to have some future planning, because if we are as Ref said, going to get rail right, it is really going to affect those traffic flows as well. Absolutely. Cheers.
Sorry, I don't usually make a
We
comment. But
I'm letting Carleen do this because it's
you asked that
you were
this-
so generous, but you also
Yes.
asked for something which you are now going to be advised about.
Yes, so Councillor Chen has constantly been pressuring us about the hours in the service centre, and we've just let him know that that's required some fit out to accommodate the extra hours and extra staff, and we just need to recruit extra staff. But pleased to say that they'll change from 9 till 5, Monday to Friday, from the 1st of July.
Oh, brilliant.
Councillor Chen would like it earlier.
Making this one for many years.
Your flowers are coming, Jimmy.
Well, thank you very much for your submission,
Thank you.
and thank you for your generous comments at the beginning and
Thank you.
acknowledging councillors and the Chief Executive. Thank you.
Thank you.
Could we have